Hey there, beautiful fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This is a collective reading for you fire signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And it's for the new moon in Pisces, which is happening tomorrow. We're going to see what is going on for you guys, what energy is coming in for you, what you're ready to release, what you can expect under this new moon, any obstacles that you need to be aware of, and then some guidance from the oracle cards and the tarot. And also we'll do some angel numbers as well, because I've got this really cool new deck that I really enjoy using, and it's beautiful. So welcome if you've come to me from TikTok. I'm happy to have you here. Thank you for joining me here. And welcome if you're finding me on YouTube. It's nice to have you here. Let's get stuck in. So if you came from TikTok, you already know that the kind of baseline energy that's going on for you under this new moon is absolutely gorgeous. It's super powerful. You are under this new moon kind of releasing this old version of you, like this kind of party, flaky. I'm not saying you're flaky, guys, but it's like this, there's a part of you that just likes the vibe, you know, just likes to be there for the party, for the fun, for the moment. And you are the life and soul of a party. Everybody loves a fire sign. But it's like you kind of realizing under this new moon, and it's because you have some sort of destined path that you are supposed to be on. The universe needs you to get going on that now. So that's why we've got major arcana here with the Wheel of Fortune. Destiny is calling you, and you felt it for a while, and it's like under this new moon, you're like, okay, now's my time. Now's my time to really go for the things that I love, to really go for the job that I want to do, for the career that I want to pursue, for the thing that I want to create, whatever that is in your life. And I need to get serious about it, and I'm ready to be serious. I'm ready to stop being not so serious, right? Like that part of you is always going to be there, but under this new moon, you're like, actually, this is not the time for me to behave in this way, because I've got a mission. I am here for a reason. The world needs me. The world does need you guys. It needs all of us right now. You know, to find your light is what I'm hearing, to remember your light and to use that light to support others in whatever work you do. And you know, you may not even think of yourself as like a light worker or a healer, but if you have the sort of energy that, you know, kind of lifts people up or encourages them or inspires them or motivates them in any way, it doesn't matter what career you're in, what actual physical job you're in, that is your purpose, the way that you inspire people, the way that you motivate people. That's your thing. Oh, sorry, that was my door. So trust in that. I think you do, but it's almost like you've been losing. It's almost like some of that fire energy has kind of been a bit wasted on, you know, other bits and bobs in your life that weren't really. It's like when I'm hearing, like when you plug into your flow, which is kind of a weird way of putting it, but when you really plug into that life force energy within you, it just, you know, you can, when you plug into it, you can direct it into your passion. That is when you really get seen on the world stage, and people really, like, people get the most out of your energy when you're doing that, and when you're shining bright, when you're like on the, I'm hearing like center stage. You know, don't be afraid of the fact that you are that person that can be center stage. You know, that's what you're here for. That's what your energy is here for. Whew. I do love doing a fire reading. You guys, okay, let's see. Let's put those off to the side because that's like, we know that that's like the main energy, okay? Let's see what else is coming in for you. I guess I want to know, like, when you kind of really put your focus into the things that you're passionate about, into your passions, when you direct that energy into the thing that's important to you, what happens? Oh my God. That one literally just popped out. King of Pentacles. I didn't even shuffle, it just popped out. So we'll take it, but we'll take another one. So, wow. You know, this is what I'm saying. I've already said it. I mean, there's the pentacle of joy. You know, look how happy you are. Why? Because you're doing what you love and you're helping people. Okay. You guys love to help people. You're so loyal. You really care about the people around you and you really want to look after them. And you want to share that energy with them, that life force with them. And when you do that, it brings you joy and abundance and all the pentacles and the life that you want and your favorite dog and a whole library, you know? It's quite clear that under this moon, you are going to be... Why don't we put that one over there? Let's put it there. You're going to be abundant, guys. You're going to find your purpose. I think you're just ready to go. I feel like it's like I'm seeing like a racing car at the beginning of a race, and you know when they're like revving up, it's like they're so ready and they're so excited, but they haven't quite gone yet. But you can hear the engine revving up, and that's like the energy that you're in at the moment under this moon. So let's see, what is this purpose that you've got? What's it about? I want to see that. What's it about? What kind of work is it that you're going to be doing that is so important to people? Oh, interesting. Okay. 7 of Cups, 9 of Swords, right? We can see that. I feel like the work that you might be doing, whatever field you are in, I feel like the work that you might be doing with people involves helping them to kind of get out of the 9 of Swords energy. What is the 9 of Swords energy? This is where you can't sleep, you can't eat, you can't function because you just can't. You're like worrying and overthinking. You're in a state of overthinking about maybe things to do with the past, right? But it's always, the 9 of Swords is always like an unnecessary kind of feeling to be in. It's worrying about things that are either in the past that have already happened or that might happen in the future. Like it's not the present. And I feel like your job, whatever job you're in, but your energy is, and your purpose is all about somehow helping people to choose a way out of that, to find a way out of that. So maybe, you know, maybe you're like in therapy or counseling, or you're doing psychology work, or maybe just the work that you do. Like say you're like a comedian or an actor, you know, that helps people to get out of this, right? To find a way out, because you're entertaining them and you're also making them laugh. And when you make somebody laugh, that's like a release of energy, you know, it helps them to it's a form of medicine, you know, it's a form of healing, like crying, laughing. Laughter is medicine. They always say laughter is medicine, and it is. You know, it's a release of energy. It's a way of releasing tense energy. I'm really drawn to the white bird here, and I feel like this is you. I've never ever seen that in this card before or been drawn to it. It's like you're like cutting through all the darkness in people's lives. Oh my God, guys. And where they can't find a way out, you just being around those people is actually helping them to kind of, because they're not in their heads, they're better able to make a choice about what to do and where to go. You know, whether that's just a decision that they have to make, or, you know, when you're like so in your head that you can't actually make a decision at all. In fact, you're just kind of stuck there. You're not even thinking about all your options, because this is a card of choices and having lots of options. Like, it's like, oh, there's many different ways we could go. And I think I'm seeing it in a positive light in that way in this reading. I don't always, but this time it's like you release that worry and that pressure from people in their head, and you allow them to kind of see the possibilities that life has to offer, because they're not here anymore. You've lifted them out of that somehow. Whatever you do as a career, as a job, whatever you do, you've lifted them out and you've given them like a calmness. You know, the sea is very calm here, and they're in that calmness because you bring them that calmness just by being around them, or the things that you say, or the way that you create what you create. It puts them in this calm energy where they suddenly are able then to notice that they have all these many options around them and many chances for success and happiness. That's just beautiful, guys. Let me know if you've watched this far. Let me know if that resonates. I also got the Six of Swords came out with it, so I'm going to put that one there as well, because basically Six of Swords is moving, you know, moving into calmer waters away from the Five of Swords. It's again about that peace that you bring to people. And you may not think like you bring people peace because you're, you know, you're so zesty, you're so fiery, but it's just being around you, right? And it's just sometimes people need that that energy to then just pull them out of the darkness, pull them out of the overthinking and the worry. You know, that's why I don't know why comedy keeps coming through for me, but I'm really seeing that. You know, that's why comedy and movies and anything in the entertainment industry is so powerful. You know, it takes you out of this, it takes you into another world, and it starts to shift your energy so that you can kind of see things more clearly. We can't see anything when we're like this, so that's really beautiful. Right, I want to see, so we know what your purpose is, and I love that so much. I want to see what's coming in for you under this new energy when you start kind of tapping into your new fire, your new purpose. What's coming in for you? I'm just going to see. I'm trying to get used to the amount of space I have with the camera. Let's move it like that. Oh, but then we can't see the crystals. Okay, we'll do our best. We always do our best. Right, what's coming in for you, lovelies? What is coming in? Oh, that's funny. Five of Wands and the Fool. I love it. Okay. Another major arcana. This is a powerful reading, guys. Okay, what is coming in? This is about you opening up to the idea of doing new things. You know, taking the plunge into a new pool of experience. That sounds poetic, doesn't it? But you are. The Fool is a major arcana. The energy of the new moon is bringing that in for you. I don't know why this Five of Wands is here. Well, I have an inkling. I think it may be you're being pulled out of this. This is distraction energy for me, actually. With it, Five of Wands is always distraction. It's like it's you're being pulled every which way in all sorts of directions by little things. And that's what we were talking about at the beginning with the Knight of Wands energy. It kind of matches that. And it's Wands energy and it's fire energy. Wands are fire. You are a fire sign. You've got that action driven energy about you. That's how you function. It's awesome. We love it. But if it's not channeled correctly, as we were talking about, or it's channeled in lots of different places, then it's wasted. Your beautiful fire is wasted on shit. Excuse my language. And we don't want that, okay? Your energy is precious. It is beautiful. It is alive. It is fearsome, I'm hearing. What the hell? It is though, you know? But the thing is, that can be used for the good, you know, for the good of humanity, for the good of people. It can be. It just needs to be channeled. What have we got here? The Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. Oops. What's coming in for you? The universe is pushing you out of this distraction, many different things, tasks, projects, people that your energy is being pulled from you. It's urging you to take a risk and to try new things. And as a result, what's coming in for you is a newfound sense of joy and peace and contentment in your physical world. It's Pentacles. It's, you know, I'm feeling like here, it's like you deserve to be happy as well. You know, you don't deserve to be always, you know, feeding into everybody else's little dramas and little things, you know, going off to rescue people calling you or texting you, and you go straight over there to sort them out and help them out. And, you know, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, that you shouldn't be a good friend and a good, you know, family, good relative. Of course you want to help people, but like now is not the time to be, people need to sort their own shit out at the moment, and you are needed to, and you deserve that energy to be kind of, yes, funneled into your purpose, but also into a life that is beautiful for you, that you enjoy. Okay, it's not always about other people. And that's what I'm feeling, guys. You deserve this. You deserve to get yourself a little bird. And you deserve to just be able to chill sometimes and vibe in your own vibe, you know? I'm not talking about that kind of vibe, but you know, why not? Why not that too? We all need a bit of that, you know, every day. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. So, right, that is gorgeous. I'm going to move those cards now, even though I don't want to, because they're just so beautiful. Whoopsie, Mr. Crystal. Let's put them there. Okay. I'm so silly, guys. I just like everything to look not messy. I can't help myself. Okay. What are you ready to release? That's the next question I was going to ask. What are you ready to release? Releasing. Oh. Four of Swords and the Hierophant. Yeah, you're coming out of a stage of healing. You're coming out of this Four of Swords energy. I feel that you have been in this. Healing through heartbreak is what I'm feeling. Through loss, friendships, romantic partners. You've had to go within quite a lot. You've had to nurture yourself. You've had to take care of yourself. You've had to lead yourself through those situations, through that heartbreak, through that pain, through that betrayal. People have let you down, and people have, well, I think you just know that you've grown through that now. You have had to go through that, but you're releasing it. This is what you're releasing. And with the Hierophant here, the Hierophant this is usually speaking about, your connection to your values, your traditions, your culture. So you're releasing an attachment to the way that you've been brought up, is what I'm feeling, and your conditioning and the way that you've been doing things, whether that's because you come from a certain culture or there's just something about your family, your situation. Even it can be your work culture, the culture, the values that all those people have that you work with, and the way that things are done. It can just be as simple as we always do this on a Friday night, or there's just, how there's like rules in any group situation. There's kind of like a set of rules that everyone just kind of understands. You're releasing that under this new moon. You're like, you know what? I am going to be doing things the way that I am going to be doing them now. And you've been through enough to understand that you're not going to lose the right people when you do that. You're only going to lose people that weren't meant for you and weren't supposed to come with you anyway, by choosing yourself and by choosing your path. So I really love this. I really love it for you. You're releasing the need to just be what other people want you to be, is what I'm feeling, rather than what you really yearn to be. That's cool. And what comes as a result of you releasing that? Once you release that, let's see what comes in. And then we're going to look at obstacles quickly. Guys, look. What is this reading? This energy is crazy right now. Okay, so death, rebirth. Yeah, death and rebirth. Do I need to say anything else? That's what's coming for you guys. When you release the need to do things the way that they've always been done, there is a big, big shift coming through for all of us, yeah. But this reading is for fire signs and anyone else that's drawn to it. This change is happening. This is major arcana. Once you release this, you allow yourself to think of new ways of doing things. You allow yourself to step into the new, into the pool, as we say, take the plunge. Yeah, just huge change. And this is change that doesn't, death and rebirth, the death card is, change forever. Permanent change. Very exciting. Let's pop him there, shall we? Let's pop him there. Okay. Right, we're going to move him over. Sorry. I'm not happy with it there. Okay, let's just put him there like that. I like that. Yeah. Okay. Death. I love this so much, guys. I did an air signs reading yesterday and they got the Tower. And you guys are getting Death, the Wheel of Fortune. If you've got air placements in your chart, you should check that out because there might be some messages in there for you too. It was an interesting reading. What am I going on about here? Obstacles, yes. Right, divine timing, 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Well, an obstacle can be you know, it's just this kind of idea that you have to have everything now, or waiting for the right time to do something. It's divine timing. But let's see more about this Seven of Pentacles. So you might put yourself in this energy. Like, say, I don't know, you've got a creative idea. Let's just use that as an example. Say you've got a creative idea and it's been something that's building for a while. Like maybe you're a painter. Let's use that. And you're like, right, I'm going to do this painting, and it's going to be the start of a series of paintings, and it's going to be around this theme. And you kind of start and you're doing it and you're really excited, and then I don't know, you get like a moment, a day when nothing happens, and it just takes ages to finish, and you kind of start to get in this energy of, oh, when am I going to be done? And when you're in the energy of waiting, you kind of forget to enjoy the process, right? Just enjoy doing the painting. Yeah. And it makes, I was going to say that. I don't know why I didn't now. I wish I had. It makes you think, oh, maybe I should just leave it. Maybe I should just walk away. Maybe this isn't what I should be doing. Because you're kind of wanting instant results. Remember, this is an obstacle. It's only a potential obstacle. And it's just a universe warning you. Yeah, and you get in your mind about it. Like, oh, maybe I made the wrong decision. I'm not sure. Maybe I should walk away. Maybe this whole idea that I had wasn't even ever going to work out in the first place. And, you know, you can kind of get into that vibe. But let's ask the universe. Let's ask, how do we get out of this? If we get into this energy here, how do we get out of it? What's our best course forwards? Take a break, I would say. I say that to myself all the time. I do have quite a lot of fire placements in my energy, in my chart, I should say. Yeah, look at that. Honestly, yeah. And 10 of Cups on the bottom, the Empress. How do we get out of this crappy energy here? We vibe. We get into the present moment. We take a break. We go and do something we enjoy. We get into our Empress energy, nurturing ourselves, doing things we love, and being in the flow, not pushing, not pulling, not, you know, not searching, not trying, just enjoying, you know, looking after our bodies, looking after our mind, looking after our soul, mind, body, spirit. Take a day off is what I'd say. And 10 of Cups is, allowing yourself to, you know, to dream. I just saw the Queen of Cups under there. Yeah. Okay. Right. Shall we get some guidance? Let's get some guidance. Get some guidance from the tarot. And then let's move Mr. Death and the Empress. Oh my gosh. Okay. What's the guidance for my lovely fire signs for this new moon? What's the guidance? How should they use this energy? Ooh, take your power back, babies. Remember, you're the Emperor. The Emperor is all 4 kings. So get into your masculine energy. What does that mean? Like taking charge, yes. Taking control. Owning your life. Owning your vision. But having a plan. Having a plan about how you're going to get there. And taking the time to make that plan and to yeah, to be disciplined as well. So it's about being, I'm hearing like your highest self. It's seeing, you've got to see the bigger picture. The Emperor sees the bigger picture. He knows when to make a move. He doesn't just, you know, he's all the kings. So he's looking at the bigger picture. He's looking at the lay of the land. He's looking at all the pieces that need to be in place for him to create what he needs to create. So that's what you need to be doing. There's a bit of planning there. There's discipline needed. There's structure needed. To reach the goals that you want to reach. It's not all going to be, yeah, Rome's not built in a day. I'm hearing like, it's not. That's cool. So that's the vibe, guys. That's what the universe is saying. That's your guidance. Let's get a couple more cards around that. And then I'm going to get some oracle cards, which I'm really looking forward to. Tell us more about this Emperor energy. Oh, 3 of Pentacles. That's interesting. Okay. I was feeling this before this kind of drew my eye before I started this video. So this is about teamwork is the dream work, right? The Emperor does not do everything on his own, and neither do you have to, okay? Find your team and work with them and work alongside them. You're not supposed to do this alone. So under this new moon, yes, you're finding your drive, you're finding your passion, your purpose, you're directing your energy where it needs to go. You're releasing yourself from past ways of being. And you are tapping into like an awareness of who your tribe is and who are the people that are going to be coming with you and that can support you. And this doesn't mean necessarily people that you've known for years. These are people that are soul tribe. So it's like, you know that they're kind of on the same path as you. They support your path, but they're also on their own path. Or their path and your path is kind of meant to work together, as it were. You know, it's about collaboration. And it's like spotting those aligned partnerships. And I think they're going to be very clear. Like I always find with soul, like soul aligned partnerships, you don't really have to go looking for them. They come and find you. And it's never, it's expansive. Oh God. Oh God. I've got the Tower. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to pull another clarifier on the Tower. I feel like, though, my intuition is telling me that when your guidance is the Tower, it's like tear it all down. Tear down the way of doing things. Maybe you have been a bit independent in terms of your career. Maybe this is saying we're not doing things like that anymore. You know, it's like you can build so much on your own. You know you can. But if you can build so much on your own, imagine how much you can build when you're working in tandem with other people, with a support network. Imagine how much easier it's going to be. The Emperor knows that. Your inner Emperor is being called to make alliances that are going to support your journey. Tell me about this Tower. This is divine alignment. 8 of Swords. Yeah. Why is the 8 of Swords there? Oh. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. This Tower, you're tearing down the 8 of Swords. You're tearing down like being in your head all the time because things aren't working, because things aren't going how you want them to, because everything's just a mess, because it's not quite how you imagined. You're tearing all of that down. And you're getting into your Queen of Pentacles. This is guidance, guys. Your guidance is tear the old crap down, work with people, and you know, you're gonna be in a softer energy. The Queen of Pentacles, I mean, here it is, it's literally a mother deer, and people come to her. And that's what I was saying, you know, you don't always, these soul partnerships, they come to you. You don't really need to look for them. You don't need to be like, oh, where's my soul tribe? How am I going to find them? You can just, you know, do what you're doing. Listen to your higher self. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your gut. If something doesn't feel right with a person, trust it. You don't need to say anything. You don't need to necessarily do anything. You don't need to go like, I'm going to block them and never speak to them again. But you do need to kind of trust that that feeling in your gut when something feels a bit off is right, and pay attention to it. And then pay attention to when it feels good. When these people come in, it's going to feel like this picture, right? It's just calm. But it's calm but purposeful, okay? They are building something here. There's a plan, but there's no frantic energy. It doesn't feel stressful. And each one of them has their own job, right? They've each got something that they're doing. So they're all enjoying the process. They're all enjoying creating part of this whole. Every single person is enjoying themselves, but they're also creating something together. It's like co-creation. So what I'm saying is this message, this guidance that's coming through is just because you're in collaboration with other people or working with other people doesn't take away from your joy or your creativity or your, you know, your agency. You still have that agency, but what you're creating is even more beautiful because you're having fun doing it along the way with other people. And also the other thing is that you know, when you are connecting with soul tribe, your abundance is their abundance, you know, and vice versa. So you all expand, you all create more abundance through co-creation. Whew. Yeah. And then you feel calmer. Then you feel more in this Queen of Pentacles energy. Okay. I love this. Okay. Right. I'm going to get the oracles out now. And that's a very clear message for you. So this is my spirit animal oracle. You guys may know this one, I don't know. It's quite a popular one, but it's just absolutely gorgeous. The illustrations on here, that's the one. I feel like I want to see that one as well. Okay. Dream the world into being, lizard spirit. That is so cool. I love him. He looks like a little dragon almost. Look, he's got little wings. They are little wings. I've never noticed those before. It's like you're going to have wings. And the one that I pulled out next to that, look, cow spirit, the miracles are endless. That's the abundance we were talking about. Right, I'm going to read the lizard one because that's the one that came out first, but we'll just be aware that the cow was there too. Where did I put the book? There it is. Okay. So number 38. Lizard spirit. When was the last time, excuse me, you basked in the sun, excuse me guys, and allowed yourself to daydream? to imagine what might be and who you might become. Lizard spirit appears when you are called to let your imagination flow and dream something new. How perfect is this? Inspiration is available to you now if you are willing to slow down and let your eyes close a little, allowing ideas to dance in your head. What might come into being if you were to pursue your dream? How might you grow and expand if you allowed yourself to dare to believe in the impossible? Making it possible first in your dreaming mind and then in the world as you co-create with spirit. Give in to the power of imagination, and soon your dream will become clearer. The steps will reveal themselves, and what was ephemeral will begin to coalesce into form. Dream it and be it. Spirit asks you to dare to dream big. Oh my gosh, guys. Like, that's the Fool, right? Where is it? That is the Fool we were talking about. This is such a perfect message. I'm going to read the protection message, which is underneath. Have you been allowing your imagination to run amok and dream up a nightmare that seems to have come true? Fear not, for whatever dreaming you did in the past can change today as you dream anew. Wake up from the perception that everything is wrong. Lizard Spirit asks you to open your eyes and consciously dream a better dream. What would it look like to already have what you desire and be the one you wish to be? How might it feel to work towards co-creating this new dream as a reality in the world of the senses, drawing it out of the world of dreams and building it in the world of form? Trust in your ability to dream anew. Honor it today. Okay, guys. I'm getting goosebumps. You're being asked to dream. I've got these angel cards. I've just noticed there's 2 of them that I pulled this morning. So I'm going to pop them back in the deck. It's kind of interesting though, because look at the ones that I pulled. Passion, abundance. Kind of what we've been talking about, right? Well, anyways. Right, we're going to take Mr. Lizard or Mrs. Lizard. Is it a Mr. or a Mrs. or a non-binary? I don't know. Do they have that in the animal world? I wonder if they do. I'm sure they do. That's the one. Oh my God. I'm sorry I keep laughing in the middle of these things, but it's just like so unbelievable. Manifestation. Okay, we are definitely manifesting 111. It's all about new beginnings, and it is a new moon. Just trying to find the page now. So I don't know if that number means anything to you. Maybe you've been seeing that number, but if you have, that's definitely confirming that this is your reading. Okay, so manifestation. Incredible manifestation energy is on tap. You already possess all the tools you need to follow your own path. This is a gentle reminder that you are not alone on that journey. The universe has your back, baby. It's fully aware of your strengths and is encouraging you to move forward, to take the steps needed to actualize your goals. Break free of those limiting lies and self-doubts. Pursue, and then it means it's got like the upright meanings here, so I'll just read those out. Pursuing your dreams with honesty and integrity. Trusting that you are supported by the higher realm. Manifesting your desires by taking action. Everything you need is at your fingertips. Guys, what more can I say? This has been an incredible reading. Thank you so much for being here, and for bringing your energy here and allowing me to read this gorgeous reading for you. Thank you, as always, for your likes, your shares, your saves, your comments. Thank you most of all for bringing your beautiful energy here. I love and appreciate you guys so much. And if you're new here to my YouTube channel, do give me a like and subscribe, or just comment if if this reading resonated with you, because it kind of helps me to grow my channel, and I'm very grateful for that. But otherwise, I'm wishing you guys so much luck under this new moon. It looks like good things are happening for you, and I feel very excited for you. So happy new moon, and I will see you soon. Bye.